have multi-cycles to cope with. If you look at the tradition of the fashion, this is the fashion défilé, the fashion weeks that everybody knows: Paris Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week. And this was a big moment every two times a year, 4 times a year progressively. And this classical rhythm of the fashion is vanishing. We have collaborations, we have capsules, we have drops, we have many market events now, red carpets, whatever it is. So the rhythm itself of the fashion has evolved a lot, and what was the kernel and the main milestones of the fashion world, which were the défilé, is now less and less important, and we have to cope with many different cycles to work at the same time and to have synchronization between very different cycles upstream and downstream. This is one of the first goals we have to solve, and it goes to a very big and interesting moment we have in front of you, which is the gathering of 3 different industries. Those 3 industries were sometimes gathered all together, like in the LVMH group: fragrances, hard luxury, meaning jewels and watches, and fashion. Those 3 worlds in terms of supply chain had very different practices of supply chain. Now it's converging, and more fashion adopts the behavior of fragrances, of hard luxury. Hard luxury adopts the rhythm of fashion, and that kind of mix makes that with global cross merchandising, meaning when we have an occasion, an event on the market, we may have the fragrance, we may have the watches, we may have the jewels, we may have the bags, we may have the garments all together, even if those 3 words are completely different in the way the supply chain is organized. This is another big issue that we have to face: gather those 3 different supply chains in one, just to synchronize and to make that the market will look at the luxury offers as a global one. Another which is important, the raw materials. With the CSR, the compliance, with the eco-friendliness that the market is waiting for, we are discovering that products are made of raw materials. It's something that we underestimated during the last 30 years, maybe. And the raw materials are coming at front, especially because people want to know what they purchase. What is it made of? Where does it come? Is it natural? Is it bad for my body and for my health? And the raw materials will come at front. And of course, because it's far from the market, we have to make this connection with the transparency and this traceability that we want to have from the farm to the closet. And that will be an important moment in the supply chain industry, which is to have a global view up to the farms, up to the beginning of the raw materials, to the end consumers, and bringing those back office informations to the front office. And what people and market are waiting now is to know how is it made, where is it made, which different steps did this product cross before being delivered to me. And this is the front to back and back to front philosophy that the supply chain will have to complete during the next, I would say, 5 to 10 years. And it's very exciting. And for all people willing to join the supply chain, I think in the luxury industry, there are many interesting jobs to connect to.